December 29th, and I am 8 weeks and 5 days pregnant. Oh, very, very morning sick. For those of you that don't know, I am 33, pregnant, and going through a divorce, and this is just me charting my journey. I stayed up real late last night. I was watching Greenleaf, so I kind of binge watched a little bit until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And right now it is 11. I know it's bad. But I've been okay. Let's see. My morning sickness is a little this morning. Not terrible, but not great. I need to get up and get my tushy in gear and eat something. Take my prenatals. I have not heard from my ex-husband, or soon to be ex-husband. Damn. I think I spoke to him once, and that was about getting a U-Haul to get the rest of my stuff out of the house. The plan is to do that Tuesday after my doctor's appointment. But that's about it. He hasn't messaged me and asked me how I was feeling or if I'm okay, if baby's okay. None of that. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And it's not like he does not have my new phone number, as he cut my phone off when the big fallout happened, and causing me to lose the phone number that I had for 12 years. So I had to get a new phone number. But I haven't given him this phone number as of yet, and he does not have my current address as of yet. I feel it's on a need-to-know basis. He's not blocked from my Facebook. Anytime that we have spoken that wasn't face-to-face, it has been via Facebook, so it's not as if I'm unreachable. And he has not shown any concern. And my phone shows that. If I was to pull anything up, shows that. But it is what it is. I've had some mixed feelings. Not from me, but from other people. And I haven't heard this from a woman yet, but I've definitely heard it from 2 men thus far, that I should have an abortion. And their reasons are valid, but it's like they kind of don't get it. Like, the reason is, I have my life ahead of me. I have all these, goals that I want to accomplish and things like that. I have a lot that I want to do, and I should be able to, get it done and live my life and worry about a baby later. Well, I'm 33 and I've had miscarriages, and, I've always wanted a family. I didn't want it to, happen like this, but I did always want a family, and I don't know when I'll meet the right person again, because after this, I'm not very... I don't think I'm very open to the idea of the right person. At this point, I'm just lonely, and I just need comforting. Not another husband. I'm terrified of another husband. I'm terrified at the idea of loving someone that much, to trust someone that much, to have the rug pulled out from under me. No matter what I have going on. Because I feel that you should be able to trust your spouse that much. But yeah. So, though it's very valid, to just focus on my education, focus on my career, things like that, I need for them to also understand that I don't know if this could happen again, because you have to love and trust someone that much again. And I don't want to. Or at least that's how I feel right now. I don't want to. And by the time that even happens, how old will I be then? I don't think they really understand the older a woman gets, the more dangerous it is. And contributing factors happen for a man too. Just because they still produce sperm doesn't mean that it's quality sperm the older that they get. There are factors that can cause birth defects no matter how healthy I am. There could be some things going on with the men to where it causes things, So I need for that to be understood. If I could just have a baby at will, and it's not an issue, there's no miscarriage, there's no, complications even getting pregnant, you know what I'm saying? If it were not an issue, that'd be a great consideration. It might already be done. But that's not where I'm at. If it's not, I don't want to say if it's not, because it is. So it's meant to happen because it happened. Okay? For me. I do not like the situation that it happened in. But because I know my life, for me, it happened for a reason. Yes, the reason was, we had unprotected sex because we're married. Okay, and I wasn't on birth control because we're married. And I don't find birth control safe. My own personal opinion, for me. Because it has been really hard. For some people, I don't think it plays a factor. For me, it's a factor. So, Yeah. I can't do that. I am going to keep my baby. And that is just that. And I don't want to hear any more about it. I even had someone offer to pay for the abortion. You know, so it's just not going to happen. They'll just have to get over it. And I'll just have to deal with whatever comes. There are people that I've heard of and people that I know personally that have accomplished everything they wanted to do with multiple children, and some of them by themselves, and with no help. I think I can do it. Wait, I know I can do this with one baby and some help. Or one baby and without any help, whatever. My ancestors got me, okay? They got me. I'm going to be fine. This baby is going to be fine. So that's just that. They'll get over it, child. But yeah, I don't think that I couldn't trust somebody that much again unless I had all my ducks in a freaking row. That way, no matter what happens, I'm good. You can't take anything from me. You can't hold anything over me. You can't make me feel less than because of how much more you're doing or how much better you're doing. How much, more money you're making than me. It would have to be a situation to where I am 100%. So I just sorry. I just had a moment. But yeah, this baby is happening. I'd like to think about some good things right now. So New Year's Eve, I want to go out. Obviously, I'll be the designated driver. Ooh, yay. But that's going to be hard. Oh my God, it's going to be so hard. Because I don't want to be the fifth wheel with my friends, fifth or seventh or ninth or whatever, with my friends and their significant others, their husbands, their boyfriends, their girlfriends, whatever. I don't want to be the odd man out. And so there has been a search for a date. What's a New Year's Eve date? And my friends have got some choices. Oh my God. They're just, it's like they don't even know me. It's like they don't even know me. Oh my gosh. But that's okay, because I told them, I said, if I can't find a date, I just won't go. I'll stay home. I'll meditate. I'll do some cleansing or something, which is fine, bring in the new year with good vibes. Then it turned into, we'll leave the men at home. It'll be a girls' night. So I'm like, okay. So either way, I may be doing something. Yep. When it comes to dating, let me say this. I haven't dated in almost 7 years, okay? I know. Almost 7 years. So, and I used to not be very particular as far as like race and nationality, stuff like that. But here's what I've learned. If you have not ever been in a relationship, I'm not even going to say dated, because dating is so broad. People think because you hooked up, oh, we dated. No. If you have not been in a relationship, listen to me, with someone that is of the opposite nationality or race, do not treat them as if they are your experiment. Okay? Okay? First of all, get some friends that are of that nationality, okay? Get some friends. If you don't have any friends, you probably shouldn't step in that area. Let's start there. If you do not have friends of that nationality, you probably shouldn't step in that area, because someone should be guiding you. You should know something, okay? And by that I mean this. There were a couple white guys that I've dated in my dating years, and it got weird. Okay. One, that's really what he preferred. Was black women. And this is where it got weird with him. That's what he preferred. His family was something else. Now, when I say white guy, I mean like he was a regular white guy, not one of those white guys that, acts like he was hood or act like a stereotypical black person, whatever you want to call it. He was a regular old white guy that happened to like black women, which is fine. Here's the problem. His parents had the biggest problem in the world with this. Not because of his attraction to black women, but they did not want his little sister to see that and think it was okay for her to date black men. And that was the problem. If there could be a world where he could date black women freely and his sister wouldn't be encouraged or see it okay to date black men, they would be perfectly fine with that. But they all went out to a festival together, and he told them that he and I were dating. Baby, they cursed him out in front of people. Lots of people at the festival, outside in public. They were not having it. And I was kind of taken aback by that. I'm like, okay, so we're going to break up because of what your parents say. They don't contribute anything to your well-being of life right now as an adult. You know how you feel. You know what's right and wrong. But you're going to do what they say. Okay. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I'm all about family. My family is so all over the place with dysfunction, but we love each other like no other. We do. So, yeah. So when family can't come together to love who you love, no matter what the situation is, like my family loves my husband. They hate what's happening with us. And they're looking at him like, the heck is wrong with you? You know, fix this. It really is like they're looking at it like, fix this, guy. But it's neither here nor there. Another white guy that I dated, he was so insecure. At the time I met him, I was binge dating. I told him, I was like, look, I'm just dating, seeing what's out there. You know, if we go on a date today, I may have a date with someone else tomorrow. Like, that's where I was. I was honest. I said, are you okay with that? I'm just seeing what's out there. You know, so he was fine with that. Because I wasn't sleeping with anybody. I was just dating. I just wanted to see what my options were. Well, this guy, he was a new cop. And I don't know why I'd even mention what he did. That doesn't fucking matter. Sorry. It didn't matter. But since I did, the first guy was a paramedic and this guy was a cop. Okay. So anytime I would talk to him, like, you know, hey, how's your day? What'd you do? You know, or he'd want to make plans for that night. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, I already have plans for the evening or for lunch, whatever it was. If I had plans, I'd let him know I had plans. Oh, okay. And so he would either ask me before or ask me out after, you know, how did it go? Or, you know, the details of it type of thing. And I'm like, oh, we're just gonna go to dinner or whatever. But it always boiled down to, was he black or white? Was he Hispanic? You know, what was he? I'm like, why does it matter? Okay. every single time. And I was a lot, I dated a lot. Or he would ask details about the date. Where did you go? Why? Because I want to make sure when we go on a date, it's better. Or that we don't go to the same place. It's not about where I go. It's about who I'm with when I go. We could go to a park and have a picnic. Guess what? If the picnic was great with you and crappy with that guy, I guess I had a great picnic date with you. He always wanted to know how he measured up. And I couldn't take it. I could not take it. I could not take it. It was awful. I don't even remember his name. So that had to go. Okay. Or so when y'all don't hook me up. I'm not trying to hook up anyway. But when the time comes and I'm ready to date again and people want to reach out, don't bark up my tree with that foolishness. And for the men of the same race and nationality as me, I don't want to hear what you've never done before. Oh, I've never dated a woman with a kid before. I've never dated a woman, a darker skin or darker skinned woman or a brown skinned woman. I've only dated light skinned women or I do not want to be your experiment. I don't want to be your first anything. I don't want to be your let me see. I don't want to. I'm checking resumes. You've got to have experience. You know, now, I almost understand what employers are talking about when they say they require so many years of experience. I get it. But I'm just going to let that end right there. This is getting too long. Anyway, thanks you guys for listening. I'll keep you updated sometime. And remember to love yourself and everybody else. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna get dressed and have a shower. Or have a shower, get dressed, some tea. Love y'all. Bye.